Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's Grace Note, Living from Wisdom. So this Grace Note video will speak to you if you've been feeling like you don't trust yourself, like the decisions you make are always wrong, or you doubt yourself, you second guess yourself. If life feels like a struggle, and if the idea or the business or the career direction you have isn't really taking off, or is just feeling like an uphill struggle. So what I'm going to share today will really speak to those of you in that place, and it will speak to all of us who are really done with trying to make things happen. So let me share a bit about that. You know, that was the place that I was in for so long. You know, I knew what I wanted, or I had some inkling of what I wanted, and I would take it upon myself to go make it happen. And whilst on many occasions things did happen, what I noticed over time was just how effortful that was. What I noticed over time was, oh yes, I might get what I wanted, but at the cost of something else. And I got very curious about what life would be like to just allow and to be lived rather than do the living. And as a result of that inquiry, you know, I began to first retreat and come away from the noise of how things are supposed to be done. Being in a coaching business, there's a lot of information out there about how to market yourself, how to run your business, how to make money, how to succeed, what you should be doing. And I literally got lost in all of that information overload. It was overwhelming. So initially I had to retreat for a while. And in that retreating, going within, I started to gain a sense of allowing and direction once again. And I began to live my life more from that place, living from wisdom. It was wisdom that brought me the idea in the first place to leave my job as a school teacher, and then eventually to start a coaching business. And so I went back to leaning on that wisdom for whatever was going to be next in my life. And the beauty of living from wisdom is that we don't doubt ourselves. There's no room for hesitation. We get an idea and we run with it. I have never seen anyone fall into insecurities and insecure thought when they're operating from wisdom. It's very matter of fact. It's very simple. It's very, oh yeah, that's what's next. Common sense. And so when I work with people who are experiencing a lot of indecision, or they're in a head spin about something, or they're lost in thought about what they should do, or they're worried about getting things right, or things have to be perfect, or they're living in a lot of self-importance. You know, their identity is made up of how busy they are, how they're out to achieve and succeed. And there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as we think we're doing the living, it's up to us to make it happen, then life becomes less than graceful. And our experience of the world is one of indecision, hostility, push, effort, and all the things that go with not living from wisdom. Now, some of the ways that I recognize not living from wisdom in my own life, and also in the lives of those I've worked with over time, is just this constant questioning and fear. Fear is not wisdom. And so many people get tripped up on, I'm not going to do it because I'm afraid, not recognizing that fear is either usually associated with something that's happened in the past and you don't want to repeat that, as if that could happen. And also, fear is just that deep-rooted insecurity. It's that recognition that we're lost in insecure thought. Now, that doesn't mean that the insecure thought or the fear is truth. The feeling is letting us know we're going back to something that scares us. So wisdom, living from wisdom, to me, doesn't come from getting fearful. It doesn't come with a feeling of constant questioning. Am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? Am I going to make the right choice? Am I with the right man? Am I with the right business? It's very easy. It's graceful. And all of you right now can recognize a time or a space or an event in your life where wisdom spoke through, where you just knew what to say or what to do. And the beauty of that is that it's always available. It's us that cut ourselves off in the moment. It's the small part of us that takes it upon ourselves to make it happen. And this part of ourselves has been in the operating seat, the driving seat, for so long that it looks real. That anything but effort, push, struggle, constant questioning must be a dream. But we've got it the other way around. Because the dream is all of that effort and that push and that struggle. And the truth is that when we live from wisdom, things are easy. It's not a fantasy. It's not that you don't get challenges, it's that you face them gracefully. It's that you have a deep self-trust and but in the moment. So are beating yourselves up right now, like, why haven't I done it? Or why is it taking so long? Or what is it about me that's not working? Don't look over there. There's no wisdom there. You're back living in the small self and the negative self-talk, the self-concern, I call it. When you come over here and you live from wisdom, all of that noise falls away. And what's left is direction, clarity, trust, decision-making, leadership, clear communication, and then naturally inspired action. Because you're not falling for the dream anymore. There's no reason to hesitate or procrastinate because the noise is no longer informing you that you need to be careful, or that no one will approve, or that you need to self-protect. You're just naturally engaged, getting on with letting life create through you, being lived, living from wisdom. So I'd love to know what you hear in that. I know for some of you, this will be like the complete opposite to what you have been trained in or what you have lived life like up until now, or what you might want to hear. But if you leave me a comment below this video or you message me, grace@citygirlconfidence.com, like I'd love to know what it is that you're hearing and taking from this, and how can you live from wisdom more? Remember, wisdom's a very personal thing. So in your life, how could you live from wisdom more? Where would you love to be living more from wisdom? Is it in your relationship? Is it in your business life? Is it in your health and body? Is it in food choices? Is it in fashion? Is it in cookery? I don't know. Like, where is there an area in your life that you just would love to live more from your wisdom and less from that noisy, insecure place? So I'll be back with you soon with another grace note. In the meantime, enjoy your week, ladies, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.